Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Today, we're going to jump back into the story we started yesterday, Mama Miti, and we're going to work on the same learning target that we had yesterday. So, the learning target is I can ask and answer questions about the main topic and key details in Mama Miti. So, yesterday, we answered questions about the main topic. We thought about what is this book mostly about? Today we're going to pay attention to the key details. We're going to think of small things in the book that happen, small events that happen, or reasons the author gives to help us understand that big idea. Before we start, I want to remind us of this chart that we started last week, which says reasons to plant a tree. And then this gives examples, reasons why people plant trees. Let's go over a couple of those examples. Remember, we said trees make everything beautiful. They have leaves to play in. You can climb the trunk and limbs. They make food for people and animals. They have sticks that we can draw with. They make shade and they keep winds from blowing. Today, the details, the small parts of the story that we're going to look for, are more reasons why people plant trees. So we're going to think about why the author and why Wangari thinks that people should plant trees. So while we're reading, I want you to look for that and pay attention to that, and we'll be adding them to our chart. Okay. On the highlands of Africa, near forests and plains and a huge salt lick, Wangari was born. The face of Mount Kenya smiled down on her. People told stories of how, in the old days, sometimes the sun shone too bright, too long, and droughts came. Creatures suffered, plants wilted, and people fought. So the men held ceremonies under the mugumo, the spreading sacred fig tree, and the skies blessed them with shimmering rains to slake their thirst and water their farms. Village elders placed staffs from the thigi tree between angry men, and enemies became friends. Wangari listened to these stories. That's how she came to love and respect trees. That's how she came to be wise in the tradition of her family and village, of her country and continent. When Wangari grew up, she worked in the city, but she always remembered her roots. She planted trees in her backyard and sat under them to refresh her body and spirit. One day, a poor woman came from the western valley to see the wise Wangari. Her children peeked out from behind her at this smiling woman in bright blue cloth with squiggles all through it, like tadpoles squirming in a pool. I have too little food to eat to feed my family, said the poor woman. There is no longer a job for me in the timber mill, and I have no other skills. What can I do? Wangari took the woman's hands and turned them over. She took the children's hands one by one. These are strong hands. Here are seedlings of the Mubiru Muiru tree. Plant them. Plant as many as you can. They will grow berries for you to eat. Thayu Nyomba, peace, my people. The woman and her children returned home and planted trees with their strong hands, one by one. In the years to come, when flowering season was over, the family ate the shiny round fruits that grew from the tree. They shared with their neighbors who carried home the seeds, planted them, and grew their own Mubiru Muiru trees. Let's pause here for a second. What is one reason why people in this community planted trees? Why people should plant trees in general? That's right, because trees give us food. Trees give us fruit for people and for animals, as well as nuts and seeds and other things. Let's keep reading to see if we can find a new reason why people plant trees. Another woman came to the wise Wangari as poor as the first. This one traveled from the mountain in the south. Her daughter stood beside her, thin as ropes. My daughters and I walk hours every day to find firewood to cook with, said the poor woman. It takes so long, and we have no time for anything else. What can I do? Wangari took the woman by the arms. "These arms are strong," she said. "Plant a tree. Here are seedlings of the mukinduri. This tree makes good firewood. Plant as many as you can. Thayu Nyumba, peace, my people." The woman and her daughters planted those seedlings. In time, the trees grew huge with many wide branches. The woman and her daughters cut branches for warmth. They shared new seedlings with their neighbors who carried them home and grew their own mukinduri trees. Let's pause for another second and think, what is another reason why people planted trees or plant trees? What is another thing that trees are good for? That's right, trees make good firewood. So I'm adding that to our chart. Trees make good firewood. Some of you might be wondering, what is firewood? Firewood, this word is on your tree's word wall. Firewood is wood from trees that people burn, and it makes it warm. So if they're in a space where they don't have heat or a place or a way to get warm, they can get warm that way. And it can also help people cook their food. So like some people make s'mores over fires, but other people make lots of other food over fires too. So firewood is a really important thing that trees can give us. All right, that's where we're going to stop for today. Tomorrow, we're going to keep reading and see if we can find even more examples of reasons why people plant trees. I hope you enjoyed. Bye, guys.